I'm a little bit late on this, but it's about to hit 8:33. I said this yesterday. I was like, okay, I might as well just hop on like 8:32, 8:33, just because when I hopped on a market open, I'm not really gonna be looking for trades. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But yeah, we're on right now. Just taking a look at this. Like I said, following the same trend. So obviously, we dropped down a little bit. We went back up, dropped down. So would want to look for us to come back here up again, and then we'll just take some shorts. We're on a decent winning streak. So since I started on Mondays for the last 3 days, made 433. And that's me with kind of over lever, like just over trading, like I said, because it is a demo. So I just want to build some experience up. I kind of just want to trade a bit more and see how, like, what I work better with and what I, could learn, and like how price moves a bit with this strategy. So that's still pretty good that we're up a decent amount of money. And I guess I'll see how today and Friday. So we'll see what the total weekly profit is. And that's also just risking one contract as well. So I'm risking like $100. So if I were to have like higher risk, we could be like, if I was double two contracts, you'd be around like 900. Mm. I was looking, maybe taking a long of this wouldn't have been bad since we did that candle pattern and we're kind of above this. It did seem like we could target there, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Also, now that we've broken out, I think shorts might not be too great. It's just a little bit risky, so I think maybe I'll let it play down and then now look for longs instead. It's just about switching kind of the bias. Like I do that a lot. Maybe I'll say I'll be looking for shorts, but like go for longs on my entry, or just say I'm looking for longs, but then go for shorts. But it's really just like playing out where it's at. So if this ends bullish, now we're ending bearish. I think I could have shorted, but I think if we get a bullish candle, that'll be a nice entry. I think also how I want to do this right now, since it's demo, I'm risking less, trading way more, and doing a lot of different things. I'm kind of thinking, it would pretty nice. I would probably want to do a lot more risk on like an eval, like on a funded, and then um, but like way less trades. So taking like just really good like 2, 3 trades a day instead of like multiple, and like those setups being really nice, and then that's gonna be like the trade. Those trades are gonna go big instead of taking multiple small ones. At least that's how I think trading would be. I think trading like that would be the best. But if you ever end up implementing this type of strategy, it's kind of like you could do however you want to trade. I think I'll long here just to catch this. Okay, nice. Um, but yeah, however you want to implement the strategy, you can always just trade how you want to. But something like that would be one of my trades. But maybe I'd risk like a solid like 300, or 200, 300 or something. So like I'd make 200, 300, and then maybe look for like one or two more trades, and then try to aim like it'd be pretty big profits just because with funded I think like getting those evals off quick, and like fundeds are not supposed to be too sustainable. So like yeah, I'm risking more, which could not that could like not go in my favor just because that's easier to blow if I'm risking a lot. But with funded, it's really just the goal is to get a payout, and then after the payout, I think unless you there is different ways to trade, but I know a lot of people they get payouts and then go into new funded accounts, and you kind of just rinse and repeat instead of trying to maintain one funded for like a long time just because it's not like alive. So there's not really much of a need for that. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, decent short opportunity. I don't know if you saw my cursor. I was on the buys to see this, but yeah, this is exactly why like the trend is really important. So like I know we broke out. We look pretty bullish with this candle. But like now we can see like this high and then this high is a bit lower as this was forming. And if you wanted to say this was consolidating and you like went up to get longs, even though this kind of bearish like flow is kind of entering, like this could be very well like a pullback. And this is a super small trade where price didn't even move. And the bearish candle that formed after it's gonna be pretty big. And it did turn directional. Now we're kind of like lower here. So just nicer to catch that just because it's riskier to catch these like smaller trades and these don't end up playing in your favor. So definitely kind of having a bias instead of like because yeah it's consolidating, so you could always just like yeah short at the bottom, long at the top, short at the bottom, long at, like do that rinse and repeat. But I think having that bias of I think I'll enter here. Or did I enter buy? Oh no, I entered sell. Okay, good. I don't know if I accidentally clicked buy positions. All right, nice. But yeah, entering long, entering short, just having the bias is probably pretty good. But I do really like these. I think six is actually the perfect size. Like no matter what. I know. Like I said, the strategy before first video when I was really breaking it down, there's a lot of different things. I said bracket size, which is true too. I could still always do that, but changing bracket sizes based on ATR. And I feel like these past couple days I've always been doing six, and six has been like the perfect amount just because right here it just wicked me in, and that was like the perfect candle size I need. Also, there's different intervals. Like, if it would be less volume, I would do 30 or 40 seconds. But since we're trading like right at New York Open, it's always gonna be a lot of volume. So I think 20 seconds is the best. Like 30 and 40 seconds would probably be like either a slower market open or like probably like later in the year, like December or November, I'd have to do that. Um, or if you were trading like Asia or London session, you probably would have to do that. But yeah, as of right now, I think these two I haven't really been changing the settings or anything. So if the only difference, maybe I would just go up to eight. I think six to eight. I think four would be too small, just because that would be easy to just pull back and get stopped out. And 10 might be too big, but yeah, I do like playing with six, just because I usually end up catching the move like a little bit late too. So you can see here, like I entered right here. Maybe if I was here, that'd be pretty good, because my stop loss would be up here, pretty protected, and I could catch this whole move. But yeah, that's I think six is pretty good with how I trade. Kind of looking for long entries, but mm-mm-mm. But I know first day I did say I like consolidation a bit more. I accidentally hit the mute button on my mic. Um, Going for I was gonna say earlier what I was talking about earlier that going for these directional trades, even though the first video was saying consolidation, I think is a bit better. I actually do kind of like it being a bit directional, just consolidation, like I said, easily goes to directional. So I kind of do like, maybe for consolidating and then breaking out. Those are some pretty nice entries, at least I would like to think. I'm just gonna long. All right, nice. Um, but yeah, getting like having the consolidation and then like yeah, getting that breakout. I feel like I'm pretty good at kind of getting that. I'm not predicting the breakout, but it's like I can kind of already see it happening, and then that's when I'm able to enter. But yeah, we're at 43. I think I just took 3 trades. Like yeah, I would definitely want to like on my actual eval have like a high risk, like risking 300. I would be up like around 900 for the one to one RR. Um, and maybe soon I'm thinking about maybe like trying to adjust my take profit as I trade. Just because most of the time I think it does do this big wick, so maybe if I'm able to like adjust it and then just have a bigger win that's higher than one to one R. But that might be hard to predict. That might increase my loss rate just a bit more, just because that's gonna be pretty risky. But yeah, I think yeah, risking like having 3 good trades, risking 300 like that, just having a high success win rate, then making 1,000 a day, that would be pretty good. That would be the goal. Especially with some of these funds now that don't have any benchmark days. If I'm able to do that and just get like 3 days like that, if I'm just have 100% win rate, that would also follow like their consistency rule. So 900, 900, 900. It'd get me around the buffer, and I could end up getting a payout really quick, which would be my fastest payout because usually I take really long just because either one, I'm not hitting the consistency rule. So like I make, one bigger trade and the other ones are kind of small, or two, it's just like I end up just blowing it. Like I don't build enough buffer. Like I'll be up, but it's not like that's it. Like I don't want to take it out when it's like 1,500 or 2,000. Like I usually try to aim for 3K and go for like a bigger trade, or like not bigger trade, bigger profit, bigger balance, and then just so I have a buffer at least. So when I take it out, that's how I usually trade funded. But we got like 4 minutes left. I mean, I think I take some pretty decent trades. I could just do what I've kind of been doing, where like I trade even though like I do want to be done just to like learn, but I feel like that always ends up messing me up just because it is just kind of like I think 850 should always be a max deadline, but that's mainly more so if I don't end up taking trades within the first 10 minutes. And like first day I did like I think my first trade was at 843. Like I was just talking way more and a little bit less confident, so I didn't take a trade till like later in, and that was good. It was 850. Like now I'm kind of trading right when it hits 833, and I'm trading till like 845. And I also do see like then it'll start slowing down. Like I do like catching some of these breakouts, like these here is kind of consolidating. I caught the long here, and then I don't know. So I think I might just like I'm not too eager to trade because I think that's just like my biggest thing. Could maybe end up catching this short. I don't know. I don't know if I like it too much. There's really no point. Let's just say if I did go short, I'll just see how this goes. Maybe it'll give me the experience of like in my mind that I know I don't want to go short. If this like ends up here, it probably stops me out. Yeah. Okay. So that was good that we didn't even do that. So yeah, exactly. Like when around this time, maybe I don't know if it's just like how candles move, or maybe because I'm just thinking about like, oh, I want to get a trade before the time ends, so I start instead of like wanting to trade based on the action. I'm like, okay, I only got like 3 minutes. Let me just try to think about the next entry. So I just kind of make up entries in my mind instead of like letting it come to me. Because I do think it's pretty like nice, like being able to talk. Because like usually I'm just like talking, like breaking down my thoughts or having like this, and then and then I just see when price is happening, and then I enter during then instead of like actively trying to force it or look for it. Like it's kind of like it just pops up when I'm like not paying attention too much, and I kind of just like enter then instead of like if I was really focused in trying to get an entry, I would probably just be like forcing a lot of trades. Like here, maybe I would have tried to like enter way more, and I was just seeing this, but I think this is when I was just chatting a bit, and then I saw here, and it's just like my brain just told me to enter. Like kind of just like alerted me, even though it was like mid conversation or doing that. So I think that's pretty good. I think there is definitely a little bit of psychology when it comes to this because it's very discretional. So you just have to act. You can't just be trading, I guess, like um, and just like doing whatever. Like it is about learning and whatnot. But yeah, you do want to be smart about it and like you have your brain think about the money. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, what's the point of over trading? Like taking like six trades if you're like gonna lose like four of them. Like you're gonna end up losing on the day. But it's better to just take two trades and have those two be winning than taking six and have two winning but four losses. Like more trades is never better. It's just about the winning trades that really matter. That's the thing I think a lot of people don't think about. Like I remember before. I mean, I think there's no point of not trading every day with this strategy because it'll always show up. But I remember before I would always just trade. Like I would try not to trade every day because of how I used to trade before. Like the strategy wouldn't always present itself, or like maybe I'd be forcing it. Um, and I think a lot of people have this obsession of trading every day, or like maybe trading every moment or circumstance. But a day where you don't lose is 100 times better than a day that you do lose, which like sounds obvious, but like if you don't trade, it's not like you're like setting back your progress. Because a lot of people like to start like, oh, I could have made money today, but you could be the opposite. You could lose money. Like if you have 5 days out the week and you trade all 5 days and you win 2 days but lose 3 days, like that's probably a net loss for the day or for the week. Whereas if you just traded 2 days out the week, like yes, you're trading less and you're not trading those other days, but you're making money those 2 days. So that's guaranteed profits instead of losing it all the other days. But yeah, it's 8:50. I don't think I want to just take a trade. Last time I think if I just did this like before, I would probably already be up like above 1,000. So I was just trying stuff out. But right now we're up 780, which is pretty good. But tomorrow, if we're able to do the same thing, we'll probably just hit 1,000. And that'll be pretty solid profits. So yeah, I'll be back on here tomorrow and see how the trades are going. And maybe next week I'll start doing things differently. I stopped journaling just because I'm too lazy to set it up. But maybe I'll bring that up. But I just never journaled ever. So like I don't know. I think traders say you should, so that's kind of why I'm doing it. But it's like never really been a big part of my trading, at least. I think these YouTube videos help a bit more because I can always just look back on these, and that's how I kind of learn. Like look back and see what I can do better. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. See.